This is a quick evidentiary video, Lorraine Alternative Homesteading, of how they are picking and digging out the landscape of my property. You can actually see the holes that they dug on the side of this retaining wall here. And they have dug out all along here and here and underneath that rock and all along here, just the way they did behind my house. And you can see the roots are cut. They are deliberately trying to change the landscape of my property and cause a collapse. And this is what they've done here. Now this is extensive. And you can see, because the moss is missing, you can see they've created a platform. They've completely dug out. This is where the water flows to the culvert. And this is my other driveway to the top of the hill. For referencing, it's where I lived for 6 weeks in my car. And this is what they've done to the retaining wall here. They've completely dug it out. You can see that the moss is missing. Look. Yeah, of course they're going to wobble it now. You can see where they've dug it out. Look over here. Look at how this was dug out. Look at that. This is not naturally occurring. Somebody is literally digging up my property. This is not an animal. This looks like a pick or an energy weapon. This is Monday. What is it, December 9? Is that the right day? Here, perfect. You can see it right here. This is deliberate digging up my property. It goes all along this retaining wall, the entire retaining wall here. They are changing the landscape of my property. And look at what they've done here next to the tree. Look at this. They dug out the tree. Is this unbelievable? This is called real estate mobbing. Real estate mobbing, for anybody that doesn't know. This goes beyond trying to evict somebody from their property. This is asset stripping, harassment, torment. This has to stop. This is going on across the country, and I thank all the subscribers who've commented that some of this is happening to you also. It happens to your appliances. It happens to your decks. You're showing me photos of how you just painted your deck and how they've changed the color on your deck. They sanded. They did the same thing to my new driveway at 52 Sutton Drive, Manalapan, New Jersey. New asphalt driveways cost me $4,000. They cut it in half and then sanded it. You could see it under the infrared cameras, what they did to my driveway in New Jersey. And yes, I've got photos. I can prove it. And they're doing the same thing here. And they're tearing branches off all of my trees. Here, look at this. I've got a low battery in case I disappear on you. But here, I want to show you here, look. This is all deliberate. This is all usually covered in thick, thick moss. sort of like what they did to my driveway here. Now, the driveway is not natural. They did this to the driveway. I know, because when I moved here, there were more trees covering this driveway. I took them down because I thought I was going to live at the top of the hill and I needed this space. So now all the sunlight shines in here. There should be no moss on this driveway, but they plant the moss here, just the way they planted a carpet of weeds on my driveway down there, just so you get a perspective. This is where I live. I live down there. It's considered, we call it the village, okay? That's the village. I was living on my car up here, and that's a building I've been trying to finish since the day I moved here. And the garage, huge garage, like 40 feet long. But this is what they've done. They're digging it out. We'll give a shout out to Sheriff Daniel Isaacs for not doing his job, being a go-along to get along. Yeah, where's the investigation? I'm waiting almost 6 years. 6 years of vandalism to my property. There ain't nobody that's come out here to photograph the vandalism. And I'd like to know about the result of the investigation of my neighbors, the Marks people. You know, the ones with the poopy diapers, the poopy toilet paper on my driveway, the screaming woman yells at me, says it's against the law to carry a flashlight on my property. You know, that one, the Scarlet, the idiot. So yeah, so this is what happens to your private property postings. They destroy them all, just like the 4 bullet holes across the street. That gate that was torn out by my neighbors, John and Mary Perky. Yeah, the neighbors that live next door. You know, the one posting no trespassing signs on my property tore out my gate. That is my 3rd gate in 5.5 years. The original gate was stolen by Chris Bowles. Stolen by Chris Bowles. So this is what it looks like up here. And you see, remember I told you how they cracked my driveway in New Jersey? They cracked the driveway here too. It's a script. This was not like here when I moved here, and nobody lives up here. How would it develop this crack with all these weeds? Right? Another evidentiary video here of what they're doing to this property. It's absolutely despicable. These people make me sick. And yeah, I'm damn angry. I put my heart and soul into renovating this property and making it look nice. And these criminals, the neighbors, the county lawyer, the sheriff's department, turn a blind cheek. Oh, and let's give a shout out to Homeland Security. Yeah, you're keeping the neighborhood safe. And how about my favorite beer of instigation? 72% of people on those damn lists are women over the age of 40. You people are fucking sick. Psychopaths. You're destroyed this country. Using Stasi techniques, neighbors against neighbors. You guys are responsible for the takedown of this country, and I can't wait for the new administration to come in and take you all down. Yeah, and you all should be scared. And what about those 80 fusion centers collecting data, all your personal information, so they can send their operatives into the communities to destroy people's lives with your tax dollars? And then your neighbors who sign security letters. Oh, that's a hush money going into their bank accounts. And yes, I had a whistleblower, probably a perp, leave a comment that my neighbors, the criminals next door, had $1,000 stolen out of their bank accounts. I guess it was restitution for being placed on Neighborhood Wars on A&E April 11, 2023. Or maybe it was the fact that she fell into the ditch and ended up in the county jail. Oh, yeah, but I'm the terrorist. Oh, that's right. I am. The one who's taken care of all this land and all these animals by myself. But then you've got people driving with a black ski mask and a John Deere tractor tearing down my gate, and the county lawyer does nothing but trespass my property and threaten witnesses, take down my 41 FOIA requests on Muck Rock. My guineas are they're protecting me. Here come my little guinea, my guinea gang stalkers. Here they come. They heard me, and they came up here. And this, you see all this rock? They have stolen all the grass and all the soil from here. They have totally changed the landscape of my property. And yes, this is my Monday morning rant. And I apologize, but we all need to speak up against these domestic terrorists. The go along to get alongs that take money under the table to torment people in the community for profit, real estate mobbing. And I'm just gonna say it out loud because words matter. Everything you do to me, all you go along to get alongs, including all the neighbors who pretend that they're not involved. Mark my words, 10 times it's going to come back to you. And all the money that you made harassing and tormenting me will be taken back. And I'm putting it out to the universe that you will all be caught. You will all be prosecuted, and you will pay. And that goes for you, the county lawyer, the piece of crap. Stop following me. Oh yeah, I know for a fact that you are the one that Google mapped my property and posted on Google Maps my property when I installed my new driveway back in, 2021, that posted on Google. I didn't do that. Somebody put a drone over my property and posted it on Google Maps. I found out just before I went into court with my neighbors. That's the postal carrier. But here are my little guinea gang stalkers. I'm going to stop my rant now. I'm running out of space on my battery here. But again, this is an evidentiary video of how they're destroying my property. They're exposing the roots to all of my trees. This is not normal. It's not naturally occurring. I know my property. And at some point, when I figure out how to do it, I've got to ask around the community to share screen. And I will show you all the photos of my property when I moved here, when I bought it, and what they've done to it since I've moved here. Digging up the retaining wall here. Look. You can't replace this. They have stolen tons and tons of rock and soil. Tons of rock and soil, changing the landscape of my property. But that's okay, you criminals. The property's already been legally surveyed. So I already know what the land mass is supposed to be. You want to depreciate it? And my guineas, they're pissed off too. They're sticking up for me, right guys? You're pissed off too. Oh, and just one last thing, so you can actually see what these criminals did to my... This is the retaining wall there. And this is, they've stolen my rock from here. And I will show you what it looked like before. And they have totally destroyed the rock here and dumped one of them behind here. You can see right there. And the rest of it they threw in here. But before I realized, I don't even know where it is anymore. Guys, get off the county road. We're going to sign off for now. Let's go get the mail. I hope everybody's doing okay on this Monday, and I will talk to you later.